Alright, this was our fights once again, and this is a request the same for Victoria, and the name of this video is The Evil Production of The Wizard of Oz. Interesting, let's check it out. Yay.
Wizard of Oz is a cult classic musical film that came
One
out
of the
in
best movies in the whole world.
Sources say that this is one of the most viewed movies of all time. However, behind the bright colors of the film lies a very dark and evil production. Since this was 1939, there weren't that many.
I heard about the Hanging Munchkin thing, by the way. If it's on here, then trust me, I know about it.
Boss when it came to protecting actors,
They had to take it out, that image.
Meaning that Hollywood got away with many cruel things in the film. All the way from the little people being underpaid to the start of the main lead's drug addiction caused by being drugged on set, which eventually led to her death. So in today's video, I will dissect the evil production.
There's some stuff on here you might not know about this movie.
Underpaid Munchkins. There's an estimate that there were 124 little people hired to be in the Wizard of Oz movie.
God, 124, that's a lot.
Munchkins, which are fictional beings in the Oz books and movies. The movie was made in 1939, meaning that they were making this movie while they were in the Great Depression. The Great Depression was an economic shock that impacted most countries across the world. It was a period of economic depression and became evident after a major fall in the stock prices in the United States. The Munchkins were only paid $50 a week, which may seem a little bit, but keep in mind that this was 1939, and money back then is way different than it is now.
Yeah,
and
that's true.
$50 in today's time is now $1,097. Back then, $50 a week was pretty good, considering it was during the Great Depression, but it could have always been better, since this is coming from Hollywood. What makes it worse and kind of embarrassing for the little people is that Terry the dog, who plays Toto the dog in the Wizard of Oz movie, walked away with $100 a week.
Wow.
Which is the equivalent of $2,195, which is great money for its time. How would you feel if a dog made double of what you made in a week?
Yeah, that's insane.
Speaking of the dog being paid more than the little people, sadly, Terry the dog, who plays Toto the dog, got injured during the production of the movie. During the scene where the Winkies are chasing Toto, one of the actors stepped on Terry's foot and injured it, and the dog was out for a week. This was clearly an accident, but it still breaks your heart knowing that a dog got injured during the production of this movie. Because of the injury, the dog was replaced for a little bit until the dog made a full recovery. While Terry was injured, she would have been hanging out with Judy, who plays Dorothy in the movie. The Tin Man Toxic Paint. The Tin Man is played by Jack Haley, but he wasn't the studio's first choice. The Tin Man originally supposed to be played by Buddy Ebsen, but had to leave due to the paint of his makeup being too toxic. In order to achieve the shiny metallic appearance of Buddy Ebsen, the original actor cast as the Tin Man was coated with pure aluminum. However, this caused health issues as he would inhale aluminum particles, leading to a distressing episode during the night. Buddy Ebsen experienced intense cramping in his hands, arms, and legs, as well as breathing difficulties. Consequently, he was rushed to the hospital after only 9 days of filming. His condition required a 2-week stay in an oxygen tent due to the aluminum dust in his makeup. Despite his health concerns, the studio didn't care about his health and demanded him to return to work. When
assholes, Jesus.
The studio decided to replace him with Jack Haley. Although a different makeup was used for Haley, which did not contain pure aluminum, he still suffered from a severe eye infection caused by the products used to paint him.
That's insane.
The Cowardly Lion's costume. Burt Lahr plays the Cowardly Lion in the film, and it is stated that his costume is incredibly uncomfortable. Costumes being uncomfortable isn't anything new, and is a struggle that still happens today.
Batman too, did not know that.
It's actually made with real lion skin and fur, and weighs 100 pounds.
That's gonna piss off some people.
What makes it worse is that the set was sometimes
vegans
up to 100 degrees. Another problem with the costume is that Burt wore lion facial prosthetics, making it impossible to eat solid foods for the day. Imagine yourself in a room that's 100 degrees, wearing 100 pounds of fur, having to be running and dancing all over the set.
Yeah, especially as hot as it is now, here in fucking America, trust me, it's like you're fucking dying in fucking literal hell with the fucking devil laughing at your fucking face. Trust me, it's hot as hell right now. That's why you have an air conditioner, a portable one, a fan, and another fan. It is literally like hell in my fucking room right now. What was totally cool off?
Without being able to have a snack. He would of course sweat so much that the costume had to be washed every single day. Margaret Hamilton fire stunts gone wrong.
Yeah, I heard about this one.
Scene of the movie featuring Margaret Hamilton as the Wicked Witch of the West, the special effects team decided to use real fire and smoke to create the illusion of the witch disappearing. Hamilton was instructed to exit the stage through a trapdoor, but unfortunately, there was a delay in the trapdoor's operation. As a result, the fire was ignited before she could safely make her exit. This unfortunate incident led to Hamilton suffering severe burns on her face and hand. Her right eye lost all of its eyelashes and eyebrows due to the burns, while the skin on her hand was completely damaged. Surprisingly, the movie studio did not send her home after the accident.
What?
Instead, she had to rely on a friend to pick her up. The next day, the studio contacted Hamilton asking when she would be able to return to work. However, it took her a challenging 6 weeks to recover from the severe burn. Even after she resumed filming, she had to wear green gloves instead of using green makeup because her burned hands still had exposed nerves, making it too painful to apply makeup onto them. Tragically, Hamilton's stunt double, Betty Benko, also experienced a horrifying incident during filming. While performing a scene on the witch's broomstick, the pipe responsible for generating smoke suddenly exploded. Benko suffered severe burns as a result of the accident.
That's crazy.
The Wizard of Oz snow scene. During the production of The Wizard of Oz, filmmakers had to rely on
I guess Dorothy and the Scarecrow were the luckiest ones, I guess.
Expensive techniques as computer-generated special effects were not available at that time. A particular scene stands out in when characters fall asleep on a snowy poppy field. Surprisingly, the snow used in the scene was actually asbestos, a material known to cause cancer. This meant that the cast and crew members were exposed to substances that, if inhaled, could significantly raise the likelihood of developing severe diseases such as lung cancer. They literally could have used any material, and yet they chose the worst possible one.
That's stupid.
Dorothy being abused. Judy Garland played Dorothy, the main character of the film, and sadly, she got the worst experience. Judy was heavily...
I take that back. Maybe the Scarecrow was fucked over too.
Was treated by the director. Victor Fleming, the director, would call Judy horrible names such as the pig with pigtails and straight up calling her fat. Which, by the way, Judy at that time was only 16 years old, and she looked incredibly for her age. I don't know how delusional the people
she was that fucking young.
Of this movie were, but they tried to make her skinnier. That the studio chief of MGM put her on a strict diet of only containing chicken soup,
that's
black
fucked
coffee,
up.
cigarettes, and even dieting pills, making her very underweight, which was incredibly unhealthy. Some people believe that this was the main cause of her drug addiction, because after the movie, she would have a
This is why I never make it to Hollywood. YouTube's okay for me. That's as far as I'll go.
You may think that the studio got her addicted to drugs, however, Judy's mother got her addicted at a young age, and Judy even called her mother the real Wicked Witch of the West. Judy Garland was also slapped by the director, and allegedly it was because of her inability to complete a scene with a cowardly lion without giggling. Since Judy was giggling and messing up takes, the director would just flat out slap her, because film tape was very expensive, and they couldn't afford messing up that many times. As if that was not enough mistreatment of the show's main character,
man. I hate that.
Garland seemed never to catch a break. Despite being the star of the film, she reportedly made the second lowest salary of the cast, only earning higher than her dog cast member that played Toto the dog. Allegedly, she was often groped by male actors playing munchkins during the making of the movie. According to the third of her 5 husbands, Sidney Love, a posthumous memoir by Love was published in which he recalled they thought they could get away with anything because they were so small. They would make Judy's life miserable on set by putting their hands under her dress. The men were 40 or more years old, and it wasn't just her co-stars who she was actually abused by.
That is disgusting.
Teenage starlet was
that poor girl.
For by executives
that's heartbreaking.
MGM.
That is heartbreaking.
Louis B. Mayer would compliment Garland's voice by putting his hand on her left breast, pretending to touch her heart, which is where he said she sang from. She
should have punched him in the fucking nose and given him a nose. That's fucked up.
To the biography, Mayer cried and said that he loved her. Only reason why I said allegedly in the beginning is
See, that's why I don't like physical touch myself. Shit like this.
Because we don't really know 100% if this has happened, because the story could possibly be exaggerated, and memory is often fallible, especially when it comes to stories that are almost 85 years old. And plus, it's a lot of he said, she said. Clearly, if this is true, I don't want to downplay the situation, but doing a deep dive into the groping allegations is very hard because multiple sources call it a myth, while other sources call it factual. And in case of these groping allegations were false, that still doesn't make Judy Garland's experiences on the movie Sunshine and Roses, because she was still slapped around, forced to go on a diet, and was exposed to asbestos, which is a cancer-causing agent. But what do you guys believe? Are these accusations true or not? I don't want it to be true, but I simply don't know if it is or it isn't. Sadly, on June 22nd, 1969, less than 2 weeks after her 47th birthday, she would pass away from an accidental overdose.
Bless her. Bless her.
Random morbid facts. Cursed set. The production of The Wizard of Oz faced numerous unfortunate incidents and accidents, leading to the widespread belief that the set of the film is cursed. The set encountered a multitude of distressing events, making it reasonable for people to believe it's cursed.
I mentioned the hand
monkey skin. It is important to note that these occurrences were not caused by any supernatural forces, and thus it is accurate to conclude that the set of this iconic film wasn't cursed. The studio just made way too many mistakes. Hanging Munchkin.
I told you he mentioned it. I told you.
The Tin Man and the Scarecrow skip on the yellow brick road. People have claimed to see a hanging Munchkin.
Right there.
The story goes that one Munchkin was mistreated, and that there was some sort of falling out with a female Munchkin, which led to the Munchkin to hang himself. However, this was debunked to be a bird that was in the background. Although it's been debunked many times, people always counterclaim saying, how can this possibly be a bird? Which I do agree on, but this was the 1930s and they simply didn't have the best camera equipment, making the quality not the best. So till this day, thousands of people still argue if the mysterious figure in the background was a Munchkin or a bird. Even though the
Who knows what it was?
Debunked, people just love to argue.
Who knows what it was?
Everyone from The Wizard of Oz is dead. I haven't really thought about
I did not know that
until I realized that this movie came out 84 years ago, meaning that everybody who worked on this film is dead.
Oh.
In fact, in 2018, the last person who worked on this movie passed away at the age of 99.
Jeez.
He played a Munchkin. So rest in peace to everyone who worked on this film.
Yeah, rest in peace.
And most importantly, Toto the dog. Rest in peace, Toto. Oh yeah, and I can't forget to the people that mistreated Judy Garland, rest in peace.
Rest in hell.
That is the end of the evil production of The Wizard of Oz.
Just say rest in hell.
For watching this video, it really does mean a lot to me, especially if you made it this far. Obviously, I'm not the first YouTuber to talk about his video idea, but I was actually recommended this idea from you guys because from over a year ago, in one of my older videos, I did talk about one of the stories I talked about in this video, and many of you guys wanted me to talk about the whole movie and like the dark production side of it, and it finally took me over a year to finally make this video, and not gonna lie, it was very interesting and sad, especially when it comes to the stuff with Judy, but other than that, thank you guys for watching. Go buy yourself some Pearl using my link in the description below, and check out my other social medias, which are also linked in the description below, but other than that, I'll see you guys in my next video. See you guys.
Man, that last one really hit me in the feels. No, they were all dead. Damn. Rest in peace to everybody except the people who mistreated Judy. Rest in hell. But rest in peace everybody else who's involved in yeah. He does like some of the most interesting videos I've ever seen, man. Morbid for fun. I'm sure he's friends with Tub, that's why he has his merch and stuff, but yeah, so with that said, I might upload 2 more videos, that might be it. So thanks for watching, y'all. Take care, stay tuned, and we'll see you all in the next one. Peace out.